Yes. Monday, one and done. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just setting a timer. 15 minutes, here we go. I'm on a roll. I've got a tripod now, so that's nice. Tripod to mount the camera. Wearing a bit of a mask today. I probably look pretty happy, but feeling a bit frustrated in that today. I think I don't know, searching for answers too as to why I feel frustrated, and obviously it's something that we don't want to feel. It's one of these that we call negative emotions, I guess, so feeling a bit raw and vulnerable, to be honest, but try not to get bogged down in it too. And I think it's going back to the human being, and for me it's what is this trying to show me, and what do I need to change, what do I need to so what does Andy need really? What do I need is the thing that I need to come back to. And I was just reflecting in my drive home from Sydney, and it's a lot of the times just the basics that we fail to pick up on. I think for me it's sleep. I probably compare myself to other people, and it's like, I got friends that have got kids and their parents in this chapter of life, and they've got all these other things, and I should be able to do it and less sleep. But at the end of the day, it's like, I know that my body needs 7 hours sleep to function at its best, and it's just a compound of the weekend. Like, had a few late nights, and I haven't really got more than 6 hours sleep for the majority of the last month, really. So just trying to balance life and relationships, but also sleep is something that's very important to myself, and comparison is the ultimate thief. But yeah, I need to, for me it's about the physical load that I put on my body is often quite high, and with that I need the recovery, and I guess it takes away from my mental capacity as well, because it is in that period of training, it does take a lot of mental capacity, a lot of load to function and sit in that place. And yeah, I think the thing that is, I felt really triggered. I got my girlfriend waxed my whole body, and I've had parts of me waxed before, but doing my whole body was just so like hours of pain, and it's sort of like, it's like death by 1,000 cuts. And I literally got to this point where I just had to stop. Like, I couldn't deal with the pain. I believe I got quite a high tolerance to pain, and I just got to this point where I was like, I just can't like deal with this mentally. It was just like really, just taxing on my body. It was just like this point where I was like, I just can't, like, because it's self-inflicted, like I'm asking someone to do it to me, and it's like sometimes I'm just like, why am I doing this? And I guess it's that like pain cave that we all go into, and pain is good it's part of life, but in the right doses. And I feel like I'm a little bit, my high pain threshold comes from perspective, and it's one of the things, like, I don't know, I think I've been to the depths with it intentionally, not intentionally trying to inflict pain on myself, but seeing what I'm capable of. And like the first time I ran 100 kilometers, that was like unsupported and hadn't really trained properly for it, and not as well nourished as I should be, like having the knowledge I have now. And I think that was the first test of what I'm capable of, and then the second one would have to be doing the Vipassana meditation, which is a 10-day silent meditation retreat, and that I suffered from extreme pain in my knees, and to deal with that with 10 hours a day, to sit in that moderate to high pain is really proved to me what I'm capable of. And I think the pain can be an escape though as well, like it's a way of numbing other things that are going on, and when the brain's distracted with something like that, you can't be caught in thought when you've got different levels of pain like that being inflicted on you. And yeah, I just felt quite just flat. I felt frustrated this morning, woke up in frustration, and probably set the tone for my day a little bit. And I did do a meditation and went for a run with my girlfriend, which that was really nice. We did a lap of Centennial Park, which surprisingly I don't think I've ever been to Centennial Park, so it's a beautiful place in Sydney, and somewhere I'm going to go back to with my bike and do some laps there, so that's exciting. But yeah, the weekend was nice. It was really nice. Monday comes round. I don't really live a conventional life. Like, my life's it's a life of freedom and luxury, and I'm very blessed to live the life that I do, but I still put pressure on myself around the doing aspect of continually being busy, and it's something that challenges me still, but I'm working on it and getting better. The meditation that I do really helps. Just grabbing some water. The meditation I've been doing is really helping with that at the moment, just being at peace and trusting in the process and trusting in what is. Just trusting in the process a bit more, and just being at peace with that, and not allowing the emotion to drive my life. On my drive home, I did some really intense screaming, yelling. You've really got to feel into it and tap into it. Something that when I did the retreat up at the Gold Coast, the next level retreat with Corey, I could feel right into the depths of that emotion. And when I did it today, it wasn't quite to that level, but it was I really felt into the emotion, and it's I could really hold it and just trying to project it outwards. And I think what comes to mind for me is when you're getting waxed, there's a lot of pain, and if you think of a child releases emotion, they don't suppress it. So it's imagine if you hypothetically inflicted that amount of pain on a child, there would be a response to that in terms of screaming and yelling, and as adults we're not really any different, but we are conditioned, I guess, in society to attach a negative context to yelling and screaming, so we don't do it because it alarms other people, and so we suppress the emotion. We don't make the sound, we don't release it. I mean, it doesn't have to be a sound, but in other healthy ways. So it's as that pain's getting inflicted on me, it's I'm suppressing that and storing that within my body, and a lot of mine gets stored in the traps in my shoulders and that, and that's a common place for a lot of people where emotion gets stored. So yeah, I felt relatively better once I released that, and trying to work with myself, not fight myself so much, and just to like be with the emotion that arises and not trying to fight it so much. Just allowing and knowing that it's going to be okay. And I guess you feel these arise, and it's like I just want to feel joy and peace, and my mind gets quite active. And it took me a while today, but it's only this afternoon like I've really captured the what's the basics that Andy needs, and are those being met? And it's probably even voicing some of my having more plan and a bit more action is something that's probably challenging me somewhat too. It's that balance I think's got out a little bit in terms of like taking action and progressing with my YouTube and stuff like that, as opposed to moving in a direction with that, and I still have my time to still having time for connection and relationships and stuff like that, but having progress with other aspects in my life. But early night tonight, get some sleep, get up early, jump on the bike, train for a couple of hours. Life is good. I just have to remind myself that this too will pass. This is just a little hiccup, I guess. I used to have a lot of bad days in terms of mentally, and I have a lot more mental stability, but sometimes, and I still have challenging days, that's for sure. It's just part of being human, and not every day is going to be sunshine and rainbows, so just accepting that as well, and just knowing that everything will be alright. And I have so many amazing things to look forward to in my life and my day, and the opportunities that I have, the people, the experience. Just really grateful for just really grateful for the experiences that I get to have in my life, and the people that wish to give me their time to experience these together. And it's beautiful to have such special people in my world, people that want to share me and their lives. And I'm very privileged to be able to experience all the things that I do experience. And my YouTube videos are, I think, a way of encapsulating that and sharing it, and it's a good reminder as to why I do this and how I can project my message to a greater audience through the power of social media and doing this. It's nice. Life is good. Life is beautiful. Life is full of amazing experiences. And today I feel my ego got challenged and is being challenged. It doesn't like it. It's big, it's scary, it's nerve-wracking, it's new. It's not in alignment with the old version of me, and in order to help move forward, I need to not listen to the mind so much. Usually the guidance it's trying to give me, I need to do the opposite. Coming back home to myself and just recognizing that my peace is the number one thing that matters to me in the world. So overcoming the power of the mind and I think this morning I was like, if I can just not whinge and just share a few smiles, that's all that the world needs, Going for the morning run around Bondi, and like a lot of people going to work, and you can crack a few people for a smile, but it's like, why don't we all smile? And I think that's like I think that's one of my like goals in life, if I can just keep smiling, like approaching the world with a genuine smile is like is a superpower these days. You don't have to say anything. It's just being genuinely going through life with a smile. It inspires people. It's one of the best things you can do for the world. Happy Monday.